Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, this is the second episode of the flat map series. So you can see a picture in front of you. We're trying to create this, and I'll be showing you how I did it. Yeah, this video is going to be more of a time-lapse video, so we shall do a lot of time-lapse, but we shall do the builds. So let's start, and I will do a lot of I'll talk about what I'm doing basically, because I said it's a time-lapse video. It took me over 6 to 7 hours, I think, building this, because that let the trees grow so that you see the end product, you see what came out. Yeah, so it is the trees are a pain. They take forever. Like, when I say forever, it's an understatement. So that kind of waiting is too long, and I'm not a guy who wants to go in for mods. Like I said last video, I don't agree with people because I fear this is when the update comes out or something, my save games might crash, which I don't want. And I said I want to play this series for quite a long time. Yes, so I'm scared of these thunderstorm game mods kind of crashing my saves. So I'm sorry, but this series I will not be using any mods at all until maybe Colossal Order brings up its own mods. Then I know they'll be safer. So there maybe shall go in for mods, but for now I'll be patient. I'll wait. Yes, so I'm trying to do road layouts to see how everything is going to go. So this is where I'll be putting my farms now. So I planned this a little bit. I was inspired by some American small towns which are surrounded by farms, and some farms surrounding small towns. So I just got some few inspirations from there, and I wanted to build this. And when you look at these US farms, I've not so much looked at the European farms. These US farms are all American farms. They are surrounded by thick trees. The trees are always thick and huge, and the fields are never like very straight. The ones I saw anyway, they were the ones that inspired me. I didn't want to create square fields. So when you see I'm trying to create some other areas in between the field, because I wanted to put here a wind turbine. I wanted to put a wind turbine within the farm area, and also wanted to plot a lot of trees. So at first I start with these kind of shapes. They are easy shapes, but later I kind of modify them here and there. So here I'm putting the wind wind turbine. Then I detailed a lot with trees and a path, because that's what we have anyway. So that's the limitation we have with the city skylines too. There are no rocks. So all we have are trees and paths, and we shall utilize them as much as we can. Yes, there's something I shall talk about. I want to talk about the state of city skylines too. A lot of content creators, the big guys, kind of losing morale of playing the game, and I totally do understand why. You know, content, you have to sacrifice a lot. Like, it takes time. The editing is too hectic, especially now for me. I do edit my own videos. I do everything on my own because I'm it's a small channel with only maybe 1 or 2 subscribers. Yeah, so everything I've with myself and try to enjoy the game. I'm trying here to plan to see that it's not very flat also, because very flat areas they're not very interesting anyway. Yeah, so we had an update recently, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, depending on when you see this video. It was more of bug fixes. There's a lot of bug fixing, a lot of little on performance and graphics. The difference is not so much there. But by the time I released this video, I recorded this before the update came out, but the editing process and things like that. So, but the next episode after this, which I will be, I don't know, it will come out, but that's when I shall have the work on the latest update. Yes. Yeah, so like I said, a lot of detailing, a lot of trees, and I wanted them to be thick, so I was using a lot of oak trees, and there's some other tree, I forget its name, but I use them a lot. Pine trees, I use them a lot to make sure that it comes out thick, and you'll see the product later. So you can already see the difference it makes. Look at how nice it is. Look at that, the forest behind on the side of the buildings. It looks nice. And when the trees of the buildings also grow up, too, there'll be a big difference. A big difference. So here I started doing the layout for the small town I wanted to create here. I want it to be like this is the beginning of my town. Like people came here because of the fertile land. That's the storyline actually, because of the fertile land. So they are farmers basically. So they're going to do the farming, creating fields, and since they're next to a river, making farming a little bit easier. So that's the story I gave. I'm giving my city, flat maps series. I will later name the city. I'm trying to look for a name. So I think the next episode I named it. Yes. If you have suggestions, you can also give suggestions, which is okay. Yes, but I did a lot of tree placing. So as we do the time lapse, I said I want to do a lot of. I want to talk about the status of the game. So currently, I saw a lot of content creators. They are trying to go back to City Skylines 1. They're trying to give us more content on CS1, and I don't blame them. Completely, don't blame them. There's something about City Skylines 2 I don't get. I don't know what it is. I understand the game is built for the generations, for years to come, because the engine is great, the foundation they've laid, the roads, the buildings, the scale of things, it is great, it is wonderful, it is nice. But there's something missing. I don't know what it is, but there's something that used to pull me back to City Skylines 1 every time I wanted to. If you look at these great contenters like Evercharged Egg, Imperator, if you look at Sanctum Gamer, you looked at Diana, look at these guys who do these games, like they used to do a lot of City Skylines 1. They used to release content after content. Like a week, you see 2 or 3 videos. If you look at their channels of late, yes, their subscription has grown, but the content is not as much as it used to be in City Skylines 1. And recently I watched a video by Diana, and she made a lot of sense. She made a lot of sense. Like there's something that doesn't pull you back. The game, kind of, there's nothing that pulls you back to City Skylines 2. I don't know if it's too easy. I don't know if there's no variety. The detailing is not there. I don't know. There's something that makes the game boring after a few episodes, like say it's a game I wanted to build and I will build on for a long time. I love this game. Don't get me wrong. I love Skylines 2. It's a game changer, a very big game changer. But you look at of late, I looked at Overcharged channel, because these are the guys who inspire me to play and to enjoy the game. If you look at the non-modded series he has of Noob's Guide, the content, you enjoy it, you love it, you see the creation, the stations, the layouts, like you see him, the passion he has when he's building the things. And then you compare with the CS2 videos, and he's always time lapsing. You see him dragging. I'm sorry, Overcharged, if you watch this, but you see him dragging, like the game is dragging him behind, something like that. And I feel the same thing too. There's nothing much that pulls me back to Skylines 2. It's a nice game. It's nice. The road building is made easy. Like things are on scale. Things are looking nice. Like it's a more realistic compared to CS1. But there's that spark that they are missing. You feel like the developers made this game for themselves. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. I know, but I'm trying to make it. Try to understand this. Try to make sure I understand why this game is not pulling the crowds yet. They have put so many fixes, and yet the crowds are reducing. People are playing the game. If you look at the Steam workshop, people who are playing the game are very few. The growth is not big as we thought it would be. I don't want to say the game is a flop, though people are disappointed, and I am a little bit. Even the fixes, even these patches that keep coming out, they are not massive. They are not very big. Okay. Yes, it's not good to compare a new game which is around 4-5 months old to a game that was there for over 8-10 years. That is CS1. But there's that feel that is missing. There's that touch. I don't know what it is, but it's missing. Monotony. the variety is little. There's some things I expected to be in City Skylines too. You might forgive me, but prop line tool must have been there. Then road anarchy, which is kind of placed there, but anarchy misses. You know, like give people options. Do you want trees to grow slowly, or you want them quick? Like give people options like that. This mod has come up with these things, and you feel like it was simple for them to put in the game, something like that, or it is hard. I don't know what it is, but I wish these guys put the things that the keys. Yeah, they no waterfronts, creating waterfront. They have made it a little bit easier. Then we have stations like railway stations, train stations. They are too big. You create a small town like the one I'm creating now, it take long to put the things there because it is very big. Like no one starts a small town with a very massive a 3 4 station kind of train station with 4 platforms. For what? With 4 tracks or 3 tracks. This is a 1 track kind of town. Put 1 track where train stops and proceeds. But you have to put a big one. Then the schools at the beginning, they are too big for a small town. For big towns, I understand the scale is okay, but they are too big for small towns. Like we need small, like those are things they should have thought about when you're starting. Like, how does a city start? Not these developers, I'm not trying to bash them or to kind of put them down, but think of things like that. How does a city start? How do you begin it? Like, how does somebody start a city building? You can't start with a massive thing. If you look at the crematorium, the one they give us, the first one they give you, it is too big. It's too it is too big. It's too big basically. So I prefer putting the small one, getting some development points, and I put the second one. There's some mechanics I love. Some don't make sense, like now garbage. Other cities come and collect your garbage. Things like that. I don't know why another city would come and collect your garbage, but I understand you pay a fee or something like that, which is okay. Yeah, the electricity kind of under the roads, those are good mechanics. I love that. I love so many things about like how easy it is to build roads, like zoning, like the variety is not so big of the buildings. You run out of building variety so fast. So things like that. I don't know what it is, but the game kind of starts stalling a little bit. I was talking about these content creators. If you look at them, they take long to create even content. It gives you one video a week or less. Okay, some of them disappear. Claras, is Claras something like that? He he built, and these days he has gotten a better game to play. Like, people are getting things that are better to play. Bifa City Skyline is one of his. It's a major content for him on his channel, main channel. That's the main. He has dedicated his channel for City Skylines too. But still, you see him also taking long to create and bring out videos. Like, I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, but there's something that is dragging people back, something that's pulling them back. Okay, I'm talking so much about this, but this is key. I was excited about the update a little bit because of the simulation issues, because when it reached like 100k, 150k population, the simulation slows down a bit. But the update kind of revamped it a little bit, which is good. The graphics changes, they are very minor. Performance wise, so the FPS increased a little bit, not so much. It is a bit slow still. It's not something you're like, oh, it's a game changer. It is an okay update, a lot of bug fixes. Now, when you see a game that has over 15-20 bug fixes, then you know it was rushed. You might think CS2 was rushed. It was rushed. I'm sorry to say it, but it was unfinished. I don't know why they had to rush it through. We would have waited up this year. I mean, if it was released in this state right now, you'd be okay with it at least. But we have been patient with it from October up to now. We are still patient, and it's kind of bringing down the morale for playing. But this is a game we have. It's a game we love, and we shall play it. Okay. So let's go back in the building, in the builds. So here I'm trying to build a city center, like commercial, like this is the center commercial. Later, I think I removed this clinic because of the budget. The budget was going down and down like a lot. It was too much for me to not to control. I didn't know what to do. So later I turned them off. I turned off most schools. Yeah, so I'm trying to put this as a small town center. Like this is the first center. This is the first town that we had in the flat map series. Yes, like I said, I've not yet named my city, so I can't refer to it right now. Or I can say it's a Ware Shoals. I don't know what that means. I want to name it Stone City. I want to name it Stone City. That's what I'm thinking about, but we shall see. Yeah, so this is the second episode, and already I'm complaining. This is the second episode on my channel, but I've played this game for a long time. I've played this game way back from October. I played on almost all the maps. I love this map because the weather is friendly, is okayish. It's not snowing all the time because winter is not a good time to build. But I love the weather changes. They're really nice. I love the fall, the spring, the winter, the summer. It's okay. Yeah, but building in winter is a big big challenge. Yeah, so this is the build. So here I'm around. I think I did create a big mountain, not a hill, but a massive mountain because the place was too flat and too monotonous. So I wanted to bring variety in the landscape. So I did a lot of I did a big mountain. I call it a mountain because it is way bigger than what I put last episode. It's a massive one, and I kept on increasing it. And I put a lot of trees on it. When I say lot, you'll see them at the end of the shots. I put a lot of trees on it. So I continue building, putting builds and specific zonings. You see how big it is, and a lot of trees. I think I did a cut. Yeah, then I put a kind of park there to fill up the space. Yeah, so I was talking about the game still. Yeah, City Skylines 2 is it's an okay game. I can't say perfect, but I would really go back to City Skylines 1. English is disappear. City Skyline 1, CS1, and do content. I would love to do that. Basically, I even go back and play CS1, and I enjoy it. You enjoy it, like the variety of trams you have, the variety of buses you have, like the variety of transport modes you have. Like there are quite many. Like we're accustomed to like building a university. You build it the way you want, like custom make it, like the what the airports, the airport deals when it came out, like things like that should just be put into CS2. Like people are used to that. Okay, it's easier, but now you just put a big building like the airports. I hate the airports in CS2. I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but I hate them. I hate them. They are too big, and just a block building, just put there, doesn't just work for me. Basically, because I was used to the ones of CCS1, whereby I custom build mine. So I'm wondering why they didn't put that, unless they want to milk money from us, come up with DLCs like that, which would be very unfair, very unfair. So I did a lot of detailing. Can go back to the build. I should complain less. A lot of I put a lot of bushes, a lot of trees here and there. I try to cover up a lot of free space. This you can do. It's a pain, putting one by one. It is a big pain. That's why you can love Anarchy or Propline tool. So you can put one by one. See the difference it makes. Yeah, you see how big the hill is. And these trees, you see they're growing, and the look is different. Okay, the look is way different. You can see how big it is and the difference it is making. Yeah, you can see how beautiful it is. So this is the kind of look I want to go for. I don't think I built more fields. I think I did one more, but I did a lot of population growth. I wanted to grow my population, but still I wanted to do specific zonings. So doing specific zonings, you can't grow very fast your population. So that's what I'm saying. Later, this became more interesting shapes, and I did a lot of trees. A lot of trees. I placed quite a number of trees. Yeah. So making it interesting, make the different shapes. Don't make them too square. They're kind of boring. Circular ones are also not. I tried to make circular ones before this, but they didn't turn out well. So these different shapes are the ones that kind of worked for me. And if you look at these, the inspiration I got from, they kind of have straight lines, curves, straight lines, and bends, things like that. But mostly it's straight lines on the fields. So that's kind of thing I wanted to go for. But a lot of trees to bring out that look. I did a lot of trees. I think this is one of the reasons why my money went very quick down because of the many trees I put. The arrow was down, but still I was spending a lot of money on the trees, which is okay. I have to enjoy the game. So I'm trying to make sure that these roads join back to this other city. Like these were roads that people kind of developed, and the city, this other town grew bigger and bigger because of the congestion this way. So it kind of expanded on the right, which is the left, which is the right. I think what you're seeing right now, which is the left. So like this was congested, and they turned to the left, which is your right. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I upgraded also the roads from dirt roads because this is a town. So I wanted to make it feel like, okay, it was upgraded later. Yeah, so I put more, I think 2 fields. You see the difference it's making. I put another field. Now I'm putting wheat. Right now I'm putting carrots, but at first I put wheat. Wheat is a big demand, a huge demand. You never produce enough wheat for these guys, for the commercial. They will need a lot of wheat to produce basically everything. So when you're doing farms, always use wheat. The wheat kind of farms, they're the ones that will deal with your demand. The demand for cotton and for carrots is not as big as the other one. It's a bit lower. So put a lot of wheat farms. Yeah. Then I did a lot of a lot of trees. Look how nice it's looking. Okay, on the angles it looks nice, some angles. So I did a lot of road layouts. Let us watch this. Let us shut up a little bit, and I will get back to you when something more interesting is there. Enjoy. So look at these trees, they have really grown. Yeah, look at that look. I love that look. Look at that. This is looking nice. The trees are really growing up. It's looking really, 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 really nice. Yeah, like I said, it grew from left to the right. So the space, I made sure I fill up every space. I continue this kind of hill so that I can close up the space because filling it up that side would have been a little bit harder. It would have taken me more time to fill up the other place also on the other side of the mountain. So I kind of extended the mountain this side, so that there was no more space that side. So the growth had to go on the right. Yeah, so I tried to make sure the hill looks nice. Then I continued more and more zonings. Yeah, so basically you enjoy your game, get down on the ground and enjoy. Specific zonings, I love it. It's a nice way you bring out what you want. So here I'm using a stepper car to kind of monitor my game, like what I've done. Like, it's nice. Look what I've built. Look at that. Look at how busy the town's getting. Look at how nice it's getting. You know, you look at these people. You look at the different Ferraris, different cars. So I kind of thought of just relaxing and enjoying my build. So I encourage you to do this. Get down on the ground and enjoy your build. Sometimes you may see something you didn't know, maybe was a mess or wasn't looking as good as you wanted it to look. So that's what I did. Yeah, but you can see the views. It's not looking that bad. It has grown up and the trees have grown up. I mean, the trees have grown and it's looking nicer. And they're still growing. When they grow up and they become thicker than that, and it's already looking nice. So this is a build you can also do. So don't be limited by only shapes, round shapes, and that is it. Even within the farmland itself, you can create another shape, something like that. Yeah. So still, I'll come back when there's something more interesting to talk about. But here it is more of a zoning. Yeah, I'll get back to you soon. Yeah, now you can see it's coming around together slowly by slowly. This place is looking nice. This is a big, massive area. If you look at it in this angle, it's a big, massive area. You look at all the way back there. How beautiful that is. How beautiful that is. Yeah, and up close and up close. Look at the small mountain on the right in the front of us. Down there, a small hill. Yeah, and look at how massive this one is on the left. But it's coming out well. It's coming out good. And I think I expanded it more. I keep on like expanding it. I wanted to reach yes, on the waterfront here. I wanted to build another kind of small town also next to the river. That's the build I'm doing right now. Yeah, but take your time. See how big these maps are. These maps are big. They are massive. You build something, you feel like it's massive, and when you zoom out, it is something very tiny compared to the area left out. That's why this game you need they need really to give us good updates, especially in performance and simulations, especially simulations, because they are big maps. They require a lot of population to fill up. So take it time, take it slow, take it very slow basically, and enjoy your game. That's the main thing about games. Make sure you enjoy them. We pay for them, we buy them, so it doesn't make sense not to enjoy them. So let us enjoy them. Yes, you can see this high school back there. It's too big for my city. Like, I understand the the scale of them. It is realistic, but for the beginning, it's too big. The high school is too big for my city. So I did more zoning on row houses, more row houses zoning here because I wanted to bring in population. My population was going so down. There were many commercials complaining about not lack of enough customers. So I had to put in some kind of zoning. I thought it would be enough, but still it was not enough. The demand was still high. So I wanted to make sure that I do put in a lot of these. Yeah. So still we shall get back together when there's something more interesting, but a lot of pre-detailing. Enjoy. Okay, let us look at what you have done so far. Yeah, you can see the difference it's making. The trees make a big difference. Don't fear to use trees as much as you can. Look at how beautiful it is looking, how calm, how it's coming up. On the right here, in the bottom right, you can see the trees are not yet grown. Now you can see the difference with the one on the left picture and how nice looking. These ones have not yet grown. The ones on the left have really grown, and the trees on the on the mountain, they are glitchy. I know because of the distance, but you see how much they have grown. They have grown a lot. Look at that. Look at how big and the area looks. It looks like it's a big area basically filling in, and it's looking nice. The town center is looking nice. Yeah. So basically, that's what we're going for the look. I put here a primary school, and later I turned it off because I was losing too much money. You saw I put a small coal power plant because I was losing also power. Not losing power, but my turbines are complaining of depleted batteries, and this is because whatever is coming in is being consumed immediately, so the batteries are not getting anything. So I had to put in my own power supplies that the batteries are supplied with power. So how look at that angle. Look at how nice it's looking. Look at how beautiful it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking nice. I'm enjoying this build. It's looking nice, really. Look at you see how the trees are becoming thick because of the oak trees. They become thicker, and even these ones become very, very thick. It looks looking nice. It makes a difference. It breaks the monotony of the straight lines. It breaks the flatness of the game. Yeah, yeah. That's what makes it interesting. Look at something like how the trees have grown up. Look at how interesting the fields are. It's not just a plain kind of field, no interest in between. So like the eyes kind of get into the middle, get into the sides of the build. Like it looks better than just placing a field and leave it there. So these small trees make a little difference. So like you can see, I'm adding more shapes to make it more interesting. So these are things you need to do. Small things like this make a difference in your build. Like take your time, take it slow, get inspirations from real life cities. Look for towns around fields. Look at fields around towns, either American or European. Like what the inspiration you have is what you should go for. So you see how more interesting it looks. It looks so when these trees grow up, like you see the cinematics later, because I recorded cinematics after the trees were fully grown. All the trees were fully grown. So basically, on the left side of this build is what we're having as our beginning city. Like they say where the town started from, then it grew into the right side. Like I said earlier in the video. So that's the look I want for. It's more interesting. Then I think later I put in a bus route to move around people, but I think next episode or something like that, I will remove it. I'll make it more effective because right now it's not very, very effective. So you can see how interesting it is. Like the trees when you see the trees grow, yes, I enjoy the build. It makes a difference, and it's how big the build is. Yeah. So later I'll watch the cinematics shortly. So I just want to thank you for joining me. Thank you for this build, for being here with us. I hope you're inspired here and there. And yeah, make it interesting. You don't have to copy and paste, but make your town more interesting. So thank you, and shall meet next week for another build. Enjoy your cinematics. Bye.